Welcome back, guys. On our previous videos, we've been learning how to add and subtract the algebraic fraction, how to simplify them actually. But what we have been doing in our previous videos, we're dealing with fractions that only have two fractions. We're adding and subtracting fractions that have two fractions. But now I want to just take a look at how to deal with the one that have more than three, which is three fractions in them. How do we add those kinds of ones? Which are going to deal with all these three examples that are here, but I'm going to divide a little bit to just start with the first one and have much space to write. So I'm going to start with the first one as fast as possible. So here's the first one. How can we simplify this as far as possible? So I want you to listen to me very, very carefully wherever you are. In order for us to simplify this, we need to first find the LCD. The LCD on finding the two fractions was very, very easy. But on this one, I want you to listen to me very carefully. Always, when you're dealing with three fractions, in most cases, when you're dealing with three fractions, your LCD is always the multiplication of the smaller numbers, of the smaller denominator. If you multiply the smaller denominators, you're going to get your LCD. Let me just repeat that again. To find your LCD in fractions like this, which are 3, you have to multiply the smaller denominators together is going to give you the LCD. I hope that is clear. So the smaller denominator is 3 and 4. This is 12, which is the bigger one, So going to multiply together that 3 and 5. 3 multiplied by 4, which is going to give us 12. So it means that our denominator is going to be 12 on this one, So we are going to make sure that all these denominators have the same denominator, which is 12, How can we do that? We learned this in our previous video that to do this is very easy. We're just going to say 2x over 3, and then we multiply. On this one, I'm going to multiply with this 4. So we're going to multiply with 4 over 4, and then we're going to say plus 5 over 4, and then now we're going to multiply also, but this time when we multiply, we're going to multiply with this one, and we're going to have 3 divided by 3, and then we're going to have plus 3x over 12. And you might be asking yourself why we don't multiply this one. We don't multiply this because it's already our LCD. It's 12, So we're trying to make this 3 be 12 and also this 4 be 12. How? By applying our previous technique that we always do when we are looking for LCD. So now we can be able to multiply this out. So here we're going to have 2x multiplied by 4 is going to be 8x, and then 3 multiplied by 4 is going to be 12, plus 5 multiplied by this is going to give us 15 over 12 plus 3x over 12. Now, if you pay close attention, we have the same denominator all in all, Why are we trying our best to make the denominators the same? It's because once the denominators are the same, we can be able to add the numerators, So now we can be able to add the numerator. So our numerator is 8x plus 15 plus 3x, which is going to be divided by 12. So now we can be able to add the like terms here. What are the like terms? Is 5 and 3, which is going to give us what? It's going to give us 11x plus 15 divided by 12. So this is how we simplify this one. Let's just try another example. So here's our second example. How can we simplify this as far as possible? We say that first we need to find an LCD. How do we find the LCD? We're going to take the small denominator and multiply with this one. It's going to give us the LCD that we're looking for. So 4 multiplied by 3 is going to give us 12. It means that still always, also in this one, the LCD is still 12, So we need to make all these fractions that are here be equals to 12, Perfect. So what we're going to do, we're going to have 8x plus 2 divided by 4, which number that we can be able to multiply with this 4 and give us that 12, So that number is going to be 3, obviously. It's going to be 3, and then what we do at the denominator, also have to do it at the top, So it's going to be multiplied by 3 also at the top, We're going to have plus 6x plus 7 over 6. And this is 7 over 6. So which number we can be able to multiply with 6 and then give us 12? It's going to be 2. So it's going to be 2. We also have to do it at the top, So we're going to also have 9x plus 11 over 3, which for this one is going to be multiplied by 4 over 4, perfect. So now we're going to multiply it out. So we're going to have 8x plus 2 divided by 4 multiplied by this is going to give us 12 plus 2 over 6x plus 7 divided by 12 minus 4 over 9x plus 11 divided by 12 also, So as you can see that right now our denominators are the same. We can be able to add everything that is at the top, So we're going to have 8x plus 2, and then we're going to have plus 6x plus 7 minus 4, 9x, this is 9x plus 11 divided by 12, So as you can see, now we can be able to factorize what is at the top there, So at the top, as you can see, they are going to multiply. So 3 multiplied by 8 is going to give us 24x, and 3 multiplied by 2 is going to give us 6, plus 2 multiplied by 6 is going to give us 12x, 2 multiplied by 7 is going to give us 14, negative 4 multiplied by 9 is going to give us negative 36, negative 4 multiplied by 11 is going to give us negative 44. This is negative x now, so divide by 12. So now we can be able to add the like terms. These and these and these are the like terms, and also these are the like terms, so we just need to add them together, So if you go and add 24 and 12 and minus 36, you're going to get 0. And when you add 6 plus 14 minus 44, you're going to get negative 24. Negative 24 divided by 12, which is going to give us negative 2, So this is how we simplify this one. Let's just take a look at our last example. So here's our last example. How can we simplify this one, So to simplify this one, guys, as you can also apply the same technique what we did in the last one. We can take the smaller number, which this is the smaller variable compared to what is here, and you multiply them together. When you multiply this together, we're going to have x minus 1 and x plus 1, So it means that this is our LCD here, So we just have to try our best to make all this be the same. And if you pay close attention to this middle one, the middle number that is, this is a difference of 2 squares, When we expand it, it's going to give us this. Do you see that? This is going to be easy. So here we're going to have x, and then we're going to try to make this have the same denominator as that one. We already have x minus 1, we just left with x plus 1. So it means we're going to multiply the top part and the bottom part with the x plus 1. So we're going to have x minus 1, which are going to multiply. So we're going to multiply with this number, which is x plus 1 and x plus 1. So we're going to have minus 12 divide. When we expand, this is a difference of 2 squares. We're going to have x minus 1 and x plus 1, So this one is the bigger one. We don't have to multiply it. So we're going to have minus 6 over x plus 1. So this one, I'm going to multiply it, but I'm going to multiply with this one, which is x minus 1 divided by x minus 1, So now we can be able to multiply what is here. So there at the top, at the numerator, we're going to have x plus 1 divided by x minus 1 and x plus 1, and we're going to have minus 12 and x minus 1. Look at my pen, it's no longer writing correctly. X minus 1 and x plus 1, perfect. So we're going to have also a minus, and then we'll multiply the numerator 6x minus 1 divided by x plus 1, and x minus 1, you know. So as you can see right now, we have the same denominator here. Once the denominator is the same, we can be able to add the top part that is there. So we're going to have x plus 1 minus 12 minus 6x minus 1 divided by x minus 1 and x plus 1, you know. Perfect. So now we can be able to simplify the top part that is there, you know. We can be able to simplify that one. How can we simplify this? So this is going to be x multiplied by x is going to give us x squared, and x multiplied by 1 is going to give us x minus 12 minus 6. Oh, this 6 is going to multiply here, minus 6 is going to multiply here, which is going to give us negative 6ax, and then negative 6 multiplied by 1 is going to be plus 6, you know. Perfect. So it's going to be divided by x minus 1 and x plus 1, you know. Perfect. So here we're going to have x squared, and then we're going to add the like terms, which our like terms is this one and this one. 1 minus 6 is going to give us negative 5. It's going to give us negative 5x, you know. So we're going to have negative 12 plus 6, which is going to give us negative 6. Now, so we're going to also have negative 6 divided by x minus 1 and x plus 1, you know. So now we're going to look for the factors. We're going to simplify this. This is a trinomial. Now we're going to simplify it. So here we're going to have x and x, and then the factors of 6 that it can be able to give us negative 1 is going to be negative 6 plus 1 divided by x minus 1 and x plus 1. Né? So now we can be able to cancel out this, and then we're going to be left with what? We're going to be left with x minus 6 divided by x minus 1, you know. So I hope this video helps you to see how to simplify when we have more than 3 fractions.